Esperanto. Or it just happens that a fair number of Esperantists are members of the Green Party. So there's now a very active intra-European Green Party.
You know, I'm feeling self-conscious now because I'm about to conduct these two interviews in English and English speakers. I'm feeling a little hegemonic. Could you tell me your names?
Yes, my name is Camelia.
What is your last name?
Amelia Pope. I live in Romania. I work at the bank as an economist. And with Esperanto, I can visit you in the United States. So this is a great opportunity to travel and know people from other countries, and it is amazing to see how you can reach with other people in the same language from Japan and United States and German and French and all over the world.
No, is Esperanto taught in Romania?
We are not very strong, but for Romanian it is very easy to learn Esperanto because it is Latin language, and but there are not too much people with learning. But we have a sufficient strong group in my town, in Timișoara. There are maybe 10 active people who want to speak to others about Esperanto. And we make courses, and we have half an hour a week to the radio to have courses, and so it is a good job for the beginning.
So what are you doing here this summer?
So we will study Esperanto during 3 weeks, and Mondays we will visit San Francisco, and we will enjoy the United States.
Are you a beginning student? What is your level?
We are in second level, so we are intermediary.
And what do you do with your Esperanto when you with the language? How do you use it?
So I will not use it in my country, but I will use it at international meetings. There are congress and seminars, and so I visit all, maybe half of Europe with Esperanto. I participate at youth congress and seminars, and so it is a good reason to communicate with the others.
As a European, you have a different perspective, obviously, than Americans speaking, English-speaking Americans. Do you see Esperanto as especially useful in Europe? I mean, do you see it as something that would appeal to Europeans more?
I think it will be a good solution for the language problems. In international meetings, it is more easy to speak to all people speak the same language than to listen to translation, which sometimes may be boring, or they can make mistakes, or so it is much better to understand with people with the same language.
And this is your brother?
Yes, he's my brother.
What is your name?
I'm Caroline Kleeves. I'm her brother.
Okay. Do you speak Esperanto at home?
No, unfortunately not. Where we use Esperanto mainly for traveling and meeting new people and seeing new countries. But for us, for the Romanians, it is very, very easy. I mean, for the first time I've read an Esperanto text, I've understood probably more than 50%. So it's quite easy. Unfortunately, it's not very known in our country. Most of the time when I talk with my colleagues and my friends at work, when I say Esperanto, they think that it's something of a religious sect or something.
Really?
Yes, they don't know what it's about. To give you an example, when we applied for the visa at the U.S. Embassy, some of the clerks asked us what is Esperanto. So we showed them a few leaflets, and fortunately they were in English, and they saw that it's not something religious, and it's an artificial language. And we are very, very pleased that we got the visa, because it's not easy to get the U.S. visa, but after they've seen that our passport is full of visas from our previous Esperanto meetings, they noticed that it's something serious.
So people are suspicious of Esperanto?
Well, probably not suspicion, probably it's a question of information and of advertising. They don't know what does Esperanto and what really means Esperanto. So I've tried to tell them, and I've showed them a few things, and they understood that it's quite an interesting thing and a useful tool for communication.
So what countries have you visited using Esperanto?
Well, our first Esperanto meeting was in St. Petersburg in Russia in 1995, and as I think it was so far the best meeting I've ever had.
Why?
Well, because of the ethos, because of the people we've met, probably because it was the first one, and probably the biggest surprise were the people. Most of them very nice, very friendly, very interested to know where are we from, about our countries, about our interests and hobbies. And after that, we broke the ice in Russia, and after that we were in Germany, in France, in Italy twice, in Hungary,
Sweden,
Switzerland,
United States now.
now United States. So it's quite an
So
achievement.
it's really a passport, isn't it?
It is,
Yes,
it
To
is.
the world.
Yes.
What do you think the biggest misconception of Esperanto is?
They can't imagine how people which exactly knows English can speak in another international language. So they believe that English is a powerful language in the world.
Probably they don't realize how easy it is, because they are all used with grammar rules and with very, very boring grammar books and with boring teachers, and they don't understand how really it is and how easy it is to communicate with other people.
How long did it take you to learn Esperanto?
Well, frankly, on the route to St. Petersburg, we were traveling 2 days and 1 night by train, and frankly, I've read probably 10 hours in total. So when I arrived in Russia, I was speaking pretty good, but I understood more than I was able to speak.
That's generally the case when you're learning language. Well, I mean, you've learned it in 10 hours, and you're saying at the end of 3 weeks people are fairly fluent, and I'm wondering how it is possible that this couldn't have more of an appeal internationally. Why there's such resistance to something that's easier than algebra, it seems like, right?
Yes.
Any-